All right. Once again, welcome back to the second session of the class on Microsoft Word. And in our previous class, we've been able to look at some very important aspects of the Microsoft Word. Mother Zakaria Mohammed, please, can you mute yourself? Perfect. So we're able to look at how to launch. We're able to look at how to launch the Microsoft. Let me mute you from here. Yeah. Okay, we are able to look at the Microsoft Word its environment, how to launch it, and as well how to locate some important tabs. The dialog box, we look at the document area, we look at the help option, we look at the as well file tab as well. We look at some other important things that has to do with the environment of Microsoft Word. And we are going to have a continuation from where we stopped, which we are going to entertain questions after the class. So right now, I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I think we are right here. Yes. Okay. I believe I have started sharing my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, you can see it.
Okay, that's good. So now we are going to leverage these tabs. Basically, almost all what we are doing is connected with the tab. Okay, so this is the tab. So we looked at the file tab, and I believe everyone now can explain what the file tab is and its function. So now we're going to look at already this is our document area. So this is our document area. Let me try up something. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Like I missed something. It's been long. I use. Okay. Let's just use the normal way. I wanted to use a shortcut to make some statements, some paragraphs, and some sentences so that we can use them. Okay, this is the file tab we are done with it. This is the home tab. Assuming I want to work with the home tab, let's see how it works. Let's assume I'm having a sentence which is I am participating in the BDE program perhaps two. So this is actually what I typed here. And so let's see how we can make use of okay, this is the home tab. One of the function of the home tab is this here. You see the fonts. This is the theme font. So what is it? Okay, let me bold this so that we can all see it. Whenever I want to bold, I'm going to use this place. This is point. So this is 11 pt. So we have 14 pt, 16 pt. As you can see, the more I go, the more bigger it's becoming. So this is how to make some of your fonts larger. And this is another shortcut for that. If I want to decrease it, this is where the A is written, so I can be pressing it and it will keep decreasing to the smallest of it, of the size. And if I want to increase it, I can be pressing here. You will notice that this place is also changing. So this is one of the function of this is the font size option. The font size option. And this is the font size ribbon, as I said. And this is also when I want to change the font type, the handwriting. I can change the handwriting of participating here. This one I highlight. Anything you highlight is what you are working on. So we are going to change anyone. You can see, if you can notice, let me bold it only so that you can see what, if I want to bold it alone, you can see it's only participating that is bolding because it is the only one I highlighted. What is highlighting is you bring your mouse, then you drag. When you drag, it select. So only what you select, that is what you know as highlighting, is what is going to be affected. If you do not highlight anything, it's not going to work. So this is when I want to change the font type, the handwriting, as we all know, you can see it's changing. The size, the handwriting is changing. That is the font style. You can see it's changing. This is font size. This is another font size. You can see it's changing. As you can see, there are different font size, type we are working on. So as you can see, I have changed the font type of this. Let's reduce it and see how it's going to be. You can see it's changed from here. If you see now, I highlight on this. Immediately I highlight on this, look at it, say the name of this font is 200 Proof Moonshine. That's the name of this font. You can also download it if you don't have it on your computer. While for this one, because I did not change it, it is on what is a Calibri body. So you can always change the font. This is the font changing option. So another one is when I want to, this you see here is bold. Whenever I want to bold something, you can see this one is not bold. Let me increase the size too, so that you see it. So if I want to make it bolder, I'm going to press here. So you can see it's bold. It's getting bold. Then after that, we are now going to, let's now look at another one again, is underline. Italics. If I want to make it italics, I want it to slant a little. So I'm going to press here. As you can see, it has changed. It's a bit slanting. So if I want to return it again, I'm going to press unclick it. The same thing, if I want to remove it from bold, I'm going to unclick it. So this is it, but let's leave it for the purpose of explanation. Another thing is when I want to underline this word, for example, I want to underline participating. What am I going to do? I'm going to, this U means underline. So I'm going to press U and it's going to underline it. And I have other options for underline. If I want it to be double underline, if I want it to be thicker, if I want it to be box, if I want it dot, depending on dashes, dot, dash, underline, we have them differently, any one you want to use. So let me use the default one, which is underlined, and I use the bolded one. So, and another thing again is when you want to, let's work on this program. Let me bold it enough. Then let's assume I want to strike it, just like we used to type our examination papers in our schools or for our students. So whenever I want to strike on this, I'm going to press here. It's going to strike on it. As you can see, it has strike on what? It has strike on program. That means maybe I'm canceling something. Then let's assume I want to write 10 raised to the power of 2. This is, I will type my 10. As you can see it here, let me bold it. This is 10, right? So this is 10, and I want to make it to be base. I want to put a base on it. That is, under it, there should be a number. So I'm going to press on what? On base. When pressing on base, then I'm going to, let me say base 2. You see, 2 is this is 10 base 2, the 2 is below. And as well, I can reduce the base size. If it's too big for me, I can reduce it as well. And if I want to increase it, so I can increase it as well. So this is base, and at the same time, if I want to use asterisk, that is raised to power, then I'll press on this X asterisk. So immediately I press on this, then 10 asterisk 5, as you can see, the asterisk is up. The same thing, I can reduce the size if I wish. And this one, let me reduce it to, so that means, so but more interestingly, let's just do like this so you can see it better. So you can increase it. You see it's going to be what? If this is 72, if it is 72 font size, so this one too normally is supposed to be on 72 font type. So that is when you are going to have it on as a perfect word or as a perfect figure. Let's assume 5 base. Let me reduce. Okay, sorry, this is the base. So I want to delete this. I don't want to use the base. Then okay, let me go to the next line. Let's assume 5. This is the 5. Then I want to make it base, as I said. I'm going to click on base, and what? Press 4. That is 4 base 5. 4 base 5. So, okay. This is 4 base 5. And at the same time, for example, let's assume this 0, I want to turn it to be a base. I can at the same time, before it was 10, but I want to make it 1 base 0. I'm going to press base. It's going to convert the 0 into a base form. So this is it. So for those typing mathematics or physics questions, you can also always use this to you can always use this to type your equations perfectly. As you can see, I type here 10 raised to the power of 10 times 5 times 3 base 2. Then I put my equal sign. Sorry, I will have to unclick it and put my equal sign. So you're expecting the students to put it. So these are another options which we have actually explored. Please, are we together? I want to make sure everyone is together. Please, are we together? Can someone speak up, please?
Yes, sir, we're together.
Okay, to mashallah. So this is this. Then we now have this again. Another option. Let me type another word. Let me type we. So this is we. So this is we. This is we. You press your caps lock on your screen beside the tab is going to make it capital. So this is what we know as the changing of the case. If I want to change the case, that is, I want to make it alphabet capital letter or small letter or toggle case or sentence case, you can always do that here. For example, here we together. So Let me make them to be one for one size. Sorry, I did not click this. Wait, together, sir. We are together, sir. So this is, let's assume I want to change this one to capital letter. I have three ways. I can press my shift on my screen, on my keyboard, shift F3 is going, is going to give me shift F3. Okay. Seems okay. For those who just are working, you can use shift F3. Okay, sorry, shift F, yes, you can use shift F3 normally. If I'm not forgetting. Really. Okay. Okay, sorry, let's just take the normal way. So this is the, if I want to make it to be capital letter or small letter, you can see this is a sentence case. What is a sentence case is when you want each beginning of each word to be a capital letter. So you can see when I press it, sentence case. Okay, sentence case is the first letter is going to be capital, while lowercase is everything is going to be in lowercase, that is small letter. While if I type on capital each word, capitalize each word, that means every word here is going to be capital. As you can see, it's changing. Now, if I want to make it on a toggle case, in which is going to be some small letter, while some capital letter. So this is it for styling or something. So, but our normal, we were using sentence case. So this is the importance of this. And then here, we now have when you want to put, this is when text effects and typography. When you want to put an effect on it, so you can see these are different effects. You can see it is styling. Just look at, take note of here. Take note of here, you see it's changing. You see, when I want to style my writing, some people even make a logo with this. So this is, I'm styling it. So we have, I'm styling it. So let me use this blue. When I use this blue, you can see we are together. I've styled it. I can increase the size for you to see better. So we are together, sir. So I have styled it. As you can see, it's looking beautiful. Let's assume I want to make a font writing. So this is it. And you can as well put outline. The outline, it is, I can change, this is white outline on it. This is, I believe you can do that at your own pace. You can add more reflection. For example, now, you can add more reflections. You can make it glow. You can number the styles and so on. You have different options. So we don't need to go there. You can explore that. So this one, it is the text highlighter. The text highlighter, it's going to select the whole of the word and highlight it in a number. You know, normally our highlight is ash color or gray color. So, but if I want to change it and make it permanent, so I can make it like this. We are together, sir. So as you can see now, this is now highlighted text, and you can continue your write-up. So this is the importance of this, the highlighter. Then we now have the color, the font color. Let's assume this, I want to make this for secondary, primary school students. I want to make this to be red color. I can select this, while this base, I want it to be what? I want it to be yellow color. I'm going to select it, gold accent, sorry. Then this, I want to make it X, then this one, I want to make it which color? Red also. Then I'm going to click on here, make it red. And here, I'm going to make it what? I'm going to make it red accent, gold accent too. It's going to change. While here, we now have the what? The answer. Let's assume the answer is 43.2, for example. So this is, now I now want to change this one to another color. Again, I can select it always by what? By selecting maybe green color. So I've given it different colors, and this is the function of this button. I believe we have covered the ribbons here. And if you want other options, more advanced, you can click on the dialog box and see other things you can do with this. So I can see some handsome people are showing themselves well. So this is actually what we're doing. So I believe you can all use this now. So now let's now look at the next option, which is the next option. The next option is this option we're seeing here. So what is the function of this? This is what we know as the numbering. So let's assume, for example, let's go to the next page. This is the next page. Please mute yourself. What's your name? Yeah, I can see the chat. Mukhtar, use Shift F3. Yes, I'm trying to use it from my end here. I don't know the reason why it's not working. That's perfect. I don't know what's your name. Abdul Qadir Lawal, please mute yourself. Maganan kana shiga kaɗan kaka. So let's go to the next page and have. Yes. So we are on the next page to explain the next ribbon. So let's assume I want to list something. List. Okay. Sorry, let me move this. Let me return it to the normal. Yes. So lists 10 states. List 10 states. Let me reduce it. 10 states in Nigeria. So, like for example, now I can type my enter, then I can start. Let's assume I want to state Abia, Katsina. This is Katsina. This is let's assume Kaduna. This is actually which state again? Sokoto.
Taraba.
Oh, something Taraba. Answer Taraba. Taraba. Yes. Abia, Katsina, Kaduna, Sokoto, Taraba. So Kashinan Taraba. So let's assume I now want to number them, or I want to bullet it. I want it to, there should be something that is showing that this is a bullet. So I will just highlight it and press on here. You can see it is now bulleting it. So I have other options to bullet it. You have this side, you have another style here, you have another style here, you have another style here, you have another style here. You have it differently. So this is perfect way. This is another way. This is how to use this option we are having. Let me reduce the sizing so that we as well see it very well. So this is how to use this. So now let's assume I want to let's copy. Control C is copy, or you do like this. When you right click on your mouse, you see copy. I want to copy this and as well use it in my next example. Then I'm going to paste it here. When come here, I'll press my cursor, then right click again, and now I'm going to paste. I have different pasting options. I want to paste it as a text, or I want to paste it as a picture. You want to paste it as a formatting. I want to keep the source formatting so that you can be able to use it any way you want, actually. So this is actually way to go on for this. So we could always locate, we could always locate this, we could always make use of this for further examples. So this is another list 10 state. So now I don't want to use bullets, then I want to use number. I want it to be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is numbering. So immediately I press on numbering, it's going to change it to numbers. As you can see, it has automatically changed to numbers without me typing 1, 2, 3. So we have different ways of numbering. You want it like this, you want it with parentheses, you want it as a Roman figure, you want it as capital letter, you want it as small letter, you want it as a lowercase, you want it differently, you can choose any one you want. For me, I want to use this. So this is the importance of this. So next thing is, this is another way, current list method. If you want it to be styled, for example, I want to make it styled, so I can always also use this for styling it, for example. So this is for a multi-level listing, which is, it has to have a, if it has a heading and it has some other options below it, maybe under Article 1, we have ABIA as 1, ABIA, we have, let me Control Z. So under this, I have some listing here, maybe ABIA. I don't know how to spell Omar here. Omar here or Omar here, I don't know. Kasina. Kasina. Kaduna. And so on. Let's assume I'm having something like this. Wow, we are having lesser time. I think we need to conclude for today's class. Okay, let's assume I want to have something like this. I can come here and have, you see, this, I'm posting a multi-list. So this one is telling me I have an option A, I have an option Omar here. Let's assume we have another thing known as the urban. Let's assume it's also a capital. Maybe Kasina has Funtua as a local, as a capital. Let's assume Kaduna has a Zaria. So this is how you can make use of this. It's going to assist you in having more option, a multi-level option. So we are going to look at basically now what has to do with, let me see. Okay, let's assume this is a sentence. Okay, so we, okay, let's assume I'm having, this is a word. I have another one. Okay, this is, let's assume this is the sentence. I used to use rand, but I forgot actually how I use it to create multiple sentences and lines. So let's assume this is it. So now I'm having another sentence, then I'm having another one here, or so on. So if I want to make it to start from left, it is by default the writing starts from left. This is its alignment. So this is start from left. So if I want it to be centralized at the middle, if I press this, you see everything is now going to be on center. Then if I want it to be left, just like we write address and addressing letters. So if you want to make your address to be by the right, you can move the right up here. So you can see, so your right up is going to start from the right. It's going to be aligned to the right. This one aligned to the center, this one aligned to the what? To the left. So while this one, it is justification. If you want it to be justified, you want all the words to be justified, medium, low. We have justify, medium, and we also have justify, high, which it is expected to actually have it's expected to justify everything. Okay, this is okay. We are using a heading. So when we are using normal sentences, it's supposed to justify it. When you justify medium, it's supposed to cover it up. I think I'm going to take this hints again. Then this one is the line in between it. If I want the line in between these sentences or lines should be more or decrease, I can always use this. This one, you see, it is 1.0. You can see the line is increasing. You can see it's increasing. So depending. And if I want to remove the whole of the line, I can come here and say remove line space, remove space after paragraph. So it's not going to have any line. So this is it. For example, before I'm using, let's assume before I'm having it 2.0. Then I decide to remove the line option. About there, I don't want any line to be here. Maybe the write-up I need to utilize. So I can say remove space after paragraph. So I can remove space after paragraph and as well make it 1.0. So there won't be a space after any paragraph. So this is actually, let me see, we have 5 minutes to go. Maybe when immediately it is 5, then we're going to stop. Then when we want to have a time, when we want to have a text direction, we use this. I believe not all the windows have this. So some of you might be having a problem using this option actually. So it is also similar to this lining. So it tells you where the direction of your text, the direction where you want it to face. At this direction, it's facing the right, while at this direction is facing this direction is facing the right position, while this direction is facing the left position. Then I now have the color again. If I want the numbers, if I want to color it, which we have something similar, we can also use this for coloring the whole of the highlighted of place, just like we explained earlier. Then this is the option. I think we have only less than 5 minutes. We are going to stop here. So by next week, okay, let me just see if you could just cover this. We could have a border. You see, we have put in a border to this text here. This is a border. So if I want to put a border, another one, this one into another box, I put a border here. So you see, I have bordered this and this, and we have different types of border, whichsoever you want to use. And we also have sorting if you want to sort. Maybe by paragraph or text, anyone here, we are coming to this due to the time frame. We won't be able to cover this actually. We are going to look at this. So at the next class, we are going to look at the styles, then look at, more importantly, we are going to look at a layout design, insert, maybe a layout, then some little of this, inshallah, maybe by tomorrow, so we conclude the Microsoft Word. So for those people who have 1 or 2 issues, you could look into that, or you could also practice on your own before tomorrow. So we are going to stop here, inshallah, for today. And by tomorrow, we are going to have a continuation of the class by Allah's will. So thank you for your participation, and see you in the next class, inshallah. Anyone who has a question could ask, inshallah.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Barka Isa. Ya azumi.
Alhamdulillah, malam, barkan mu dai.
MashaAllah. Sir, please, I was working with a large data set on Excel.
Naam.
And by data set, I mean table in the form of table containing numbers.
Naam.
And then I want to transfer it to my MS Word.
Now,
because I want to print it.
now,
But I want it transformed in the form of landscaping.
now.
So I copied it directly from Excel and then paste it to my MS Word. But I have noticed that even after I adjusted my two rulers, the left and right, it is not landscaping. Please, how do I go forward?
Okay, you could try the option of yes, you could come to the layout.
Okay.
When you come to the layout here. When you come to the layout, then you select orientation. When you select orientation, you select landscape.
Landscape. Okay.
Yes, I hope it's going to. I hope so. It's going to solve the problem.
Okay. Okay. So please, how do I check the versions of my Windows and Microsoft Offices? The versions.
How to change the version? You go to, for example, as I showed you earlier, you go to your file, then you go to your account. For example, you see here, this is showing me Microsoft
2016.
Office 2016. You can see.
Okay. Okay,
So
for the window.
Yes, from the window. You can check it through this way, and as well, there's a longer way or more shorter way. When you click your Microsoft Word icon, then you check, you right click, then it show you option, then you are going to see maybe it's 2016, 2013, 2017, or 2019.
Okay, okay. This is very helpful, sir. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome.
All right. Thank you.
Is anyone with any other question? Anyone with any question, please, before the time is off? Okay, we're having some charts. Let me check the charts. Okay, let me start from the top. I think, okay, yes, for those who want to capitalize, or you can use your Shift plus F3. I don't know the reason why mine is not. Maybe I'll have to troubleshoot before tomorrow, inshallah. So I have a question, please. What's your question? Okay, Mutar has asked the question. Munib, thank you very much. You're also welcome. Thank you. Jazakumullah khairan. Ameen wa ahsana ilaykum. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. So I don't know, before the time off, we have less than a minute. If in the absence of any question, and if you have any question, you can post it to the group. Lastly, I say that for our issue of certification, one thing I'm going to I don't want you to post this. I'm telling you